Ahoy there, mateys! Welcome aboard the Riff Raff Podcast. We are the pirates of the spicy waters. Come along with us and hoist the sail. We're navigating life through story and tale. We'll help you embrace the way you're wired, sharing laughs and lessons to get you inspired. If you join us, we will help you see there are a lot of ways to sail the neurospicy sea.
Edit that out.
I don't think that was quite in the. It started with us laughing.
Oh, folks, it's a Thursday. You'd think it was a Monday, but it's not. It's good morning and welcome to our podcast. My name is Elizabeth Plouffe. Everybody's adjusted. We're all got our spectacles on today. My name is Elizabeth Plouffe. I am the founder of Spiro Canada and the main hostie with Across the Desk. And I'm very, very lucky that I've been able to do a variety of podcasts. So this one that you're listening to is the Riff Raff Podcast. If you could see the faces that we're on right now, you will if you watch the video. This morning has begun with, is my hair okay? And then a variety of, morning ablution issues. And then we're just about to start and Sydney decides to put their lipstick on. It's like, tell me you're neurodivergent without telling me you're neurodivergent.
We'll go first.
So, to my left is Sydney Elaine Butler. Captain
Glitter.
If
you're watching the video, you can see I have my glitter on today too.
You do, and your pirate band. There you go. And then to my right is Mr. Paul Coleman, also known as Santa, who's apparently mute today. What's happening? This is going to be interesting, folks, and we have 40 minutes because everybody's got a hard stop. So this is going to be cram jammed. So what we talk about is basically life through a lived experience lens through neurodivergence. I'm late discovered ADHD. Discovered that because my son is diagnosed as autistic, dyslexic, and ADHD. And, a few of the specialists that we saw went, hey, you ever thought about that? Sydney, what are all the alphabets that you embrace?
There's a lot, but I'm just going to say I'm autistic for now.
For now. ADHD. Mr.
So that.
Yes.
Are you all of a sudden neurotypical and we missed the memo?
Right. Yeah.
Not.
Now, late diagnosed ADHD, and depending on who you ask, other things.
ASD. So we're parents, or we've been parented, or all that kind of good stuff. We're also professionals in the field who are either coaches or e-learning training development specialists or HR specialists, like whatever. We got some stuff. So we're not just talking out of our tushes. We also have another member of our podcast who seems to be a gallivanting, traveling buccaneer right now. And Maddie Cleverdever is now in Edmonton at a conference speaking, traveling with their daughter. They are also neurodivergent. They are the parent of neurodivergent individuals. And one day soon, we hope they will enjoy and come back to the adventure that is the Riff Raff Podcast. And we were talking about it before we came on, which is part of the giggling. That the last couple of topics, which have included, what it's like to be neurodivergent, what our lenses are like, what it's like to be a parent, what it's like to be parented, either by neurodivergent individuals or by neurotypicals who don't understand what neurodivergence is. And then what we could have done better, different, or otherwise as parents. Getting into advocacy, getting into all of those topics that a lived experience lens kind of forces you to. I don't know that anybody chooses to be an advocate, she says, folks. I feel like that's greatness thrust upon.
I feel like it is, but then at that same, it's like with great power comes great responsibility from
Go
Spider-Man.
Spider-Man.
Because it's like no one chooses to, because you have to advocate for yourself in this world. But then to do the way we're showing up and the way professionally we're doing it, that's a choice. We don't, and
Is it though?
I, it's like,
My voice isn't normally that high, but is
yeah,
it though?
like to an extent, like, but
Not our topic for today, folks, but just we're having a little
yeah, it's
side
just like I think,
moment.
yeah, it's just like I feel like because I talk to other people and they say, you know, it's you choose to advocate for others and you advocate for yourself. I'm like, and this is other from other neurodivergent folks. Because some people just like want to live their life just like advocating for themselves, but not advocating for others that are also neurodivergent. And so I think to that extent it is a choice, but to me, it's like I feel like I have this responsibility.
I think that's the better word,
Hmm.
because there are folks who come up against situations and they don't choose to advocate. They don't choose to do anything
Hmm.
about it. They choose to, just that's the way it is. I don't know that I would be doing what I'm doing without the situation that I've gone through with my son. I didn't have any experience with, not real experience anyway, and not that I wouldn't support, not that I wouldn't be an ally. I'm a very fair is fair, compass pointing true north kind of person. But would I do what I do without, my husband's also neurodivergent. He's dyslexic, profoundly dyslexic. So I wonder if advocacy becomes something that aligns with core values, but because it becomes something that you can't not do, which actually ties into what we're talking about today. Because stuff's not great if you have to navigate systems that don't work for you. We also have a situation where neurodivergent individuals, for whatever reason, aren't taught how to advocate. It's not, we're so focused on life skills and making sure they can do the activities of daily living and get through and not get their teeth punched in for being rude or like whatever that is. We kind of forget we need to teach them how to ask for what they need or navigate a system that isn't made for them.
Exactly.
Paul, you have a very expressive face today, but there's not a lot coming out your pie hole. So what's, are you having deep thoughts?
Yeah, no, I think that I think either you are or you aren't the type of person who would be an advocate. I mean,
At
some
your
people
core?
have trouble, and in life, I think some people have trouble advocating for themselves, therefore can't advocate for others. Whereas if you are, uh, you have that ability, then I think it's a responsibility. I don't think that everybody is wired to be an advocate, um, but yeah, especially as a parent, um, I think it's just if you have to advocate for your kids because they can't advocate for themselves well, hopefully, that's what you're training them to be, advocates themselves. But um, I think that just it's just an extension of your parenting, right?
I wonder though, because I have people that I know who did not advocate for their kids, kind of chose to ignore what was going on and figured the system, there seems to be this de facto, well, the system will fix it. The school's responsible for fixing my kid or supporting my kid or figuring out what my kid needs. Or the high school's responsible for doing that, or the government should do that. Like it's always somebody else's responsibility to find what your kid needs or what you need.
Hmm.
And what I have heard well, the school didn't do what I needed them to do.
Right.
Did you?
And
Did you?
I want to again, this is not our topic for today, but if you went back and looked in their lives, are they advocating for themselves as well? So maybe it's just something that they're not really capable of doing a good job of, whether it's like don't like confrontation or whatever. But
There you. That's so that totally fair. Maybe part of it is the mindset that we have around advocacy and removing that conflict lens, right? Like, I tried very hard for my son to never walk in the room with throw chair energy. I'm not saying that didn't happen, because if I've had a fifth meeting with you and we're talking about the same beepity beep thing, some throw chair energy is going to come to the surface because I feel like I've done that piece. But could we build into the system more of an ease to advocate? Is it the system that creates, and I'm not that person, like, I don't blame the system, I don't blame the man, but if we made the advocacy process more approachable in the system, could that help? And that is what we're talking about today, is systems that create barriers.
Mm-hmm.
By the way, that's our topic.
The other reason for my expressions on my face are I'm very distracted by the live button that is lit up on my screen.
I didn't go live.
It's always said record before, and today for some reason it says live. Yeah.
I don't know that it's going anywhere because I don't think I've set up the channel.
Okay, sorry.
Do we want to stop?
No. As long as you know you're recording it.
Now I feel like we're going to have to take a pause, folks, because we might have had a technical glitch. Hang on. Hey, this is Elizabeth Blue from Spiro Canada, one of your pirates on the Riff Raff Podcast team. My fellow pirates include Maddie Dever from Autistic Bridge, Sydney Elaine Butler from Accessible Creates, and Paul Coleman from Creation Designs, who is our very own Arctic LARPing Santa. Thank you for joining us on the Neurospicy Seas, and we wish fair winds to you all.